I'd have to make another video because the one I just made got deleted. Saying earlier today, I was at I saw Dr. Helen Lee, dermatologist for Penn Medicine in Yardley, and like right off the bat, right. And this is how this works. Like I'm denied pretty much right off the bat. They're rude. And they give you all the indications that you're not gonna get any help. You're not gonna, they're not, yeah, they're not gonna, do anything for you. And here, these are like the pictures I showed you, and this is just some of them. I mean, these are like pictures of my knees, my feet, my chest, and I don't know how good you're picking them up here, but it's clearly, if you can't see this in here, clearly being tortured with these like microwave direct energy weapons and alien technology. I mean, like this shit on my head. Like there's nothing else you could say for that other than, yeah, that's alien technology. And here being used on me. What is that? It's mind control. Okay, there's nothing else for that. There's anything else you would say, right? But this is the shit. They'll skip right over this. They'll skip right over this. They'll pick one of these out and then dismiss. Like, I'll give you an example. They'll pick like one of these pictures out, and this is exactly what she did. Said that's a something hair follicle. Right? This is how they get away with this shit. And this, more on that I want to say, because this shit fucking pisses me off. I mean, say it was an inflamed hair follicle. Now here you got everything from my chest, my arms, my knees, my back being burned with these, to the mind control technology on my head that you can't say anything else for. I mean, it's multicolored, different colored, and I'm explaining to her how you have to show these. Like, you can't see this shit with your eyes. It looks silverish, like with your eyes. When you look at my like head and shit, it looks like silverish. And then when you change the lighting, it turns all these different colors. Right, and I'm explaining all this shit to her, but this is how it gets away on paper. Those ingrown hair follicle, right? And they do this purposely to piss you off, okay? Because clearly that's not it. I asked her to report like the microwave weapons. I've asked her to get me with the doctors, even at Penn, who've worked with these, and I've been denied by multiple doctors throughout Penn to get to the doctors who work in Penn, who have worked on the patients who were victims of these. But she won't report it. She won't help me get to these doctors. Just do it on your own, right? So they piss you off to the point where I had to leave. Like I got up and I left, right? Like fucking pissed, right? But then they'll reword it and say like I'm not taking care of my health, but yet they won't mention anything else. They won't mention this technology. They won't mention the weapons. They won't mention that they didn't help report this. So then I went to Cordisco and Sale. They made copies of all my stuff, and this is even like through finding like out what's happening, and I'll get to that. But they made copies of all this, and I've had problems with like my paperwork stolen, and like there's something going on here at the house with like the printing paper and even like my handwriting. They gave me back different copies than what I gave them, and this has happened before. So this isn't just like, oh, am I being paranoid or am like this has happened. Giving me back different copies and stuff. But they made copies. And I know what's going to happen because they said they're going to call me back later today. And this was for negligence, medical malpractice, and defective products. I'm showing them pictures of, and even trying to explain this. Like, there's technology in food, and that's the pictures that I have. I have other pictures of it in items, in products, in brands, and I'll get to that. But right, even telling them that this technology is being used on them, and like you would think, here, and I'll get to that. But you would think there would be like some level of interest to know about that. But anyway, they make copies of all this, and you know they act like they're gonna help, because this is what I get everywhere. They don't all make copies of this, but you know it's like a fake act of, here, we'll try and help you, but then they'll say there's nothing there. Like, I know like something's gonna happen with my paper, because like if you look at these pictures, I mean, like, it's clearly tortured, clearly alien, okay, clearly severe injuries to the body, and anything other than that is a fucking lie. And I know this shit's gonna be covered up, but go there. So anyway, after there, I went to Flagger and Associates, and they said that they pretty much dismissed me right away. So, and like, here's another point I'm saying. When I even before I even showed the pictures or anything, I said this isn't. He said it doesn't seem like a credible claim. And then I showed him the pictures, and it doesn't address. I mean, these are like the most credible pictures. And I got over 150 some videos of this, of like even different alien technology and shit being used on me. And you know, I hit my chest. This technology's in my skin, in my chest, right? And I understand there's nothing to see, and this is another thing that I was, you know, like, I'm not really given like the time enough where anybody even shows any interest to like fully explain this, because this has been years of this. Like, the shit that I can say is like, and like how this works, and even show without even any evidence, just say someone came over now and was like, here, like, yeah, like, let me show show me everything. And you know, like, I could go on for days and days and days, and your mind would be fucking blown up. Like, holy shit! Like, I never knew that. Now I see it. It's like a change in perspective, and that's what has been indirectly, I guess, kind of given to me from like being experimented on and tortured. It's like it opens your eyes to more things, and you start to see, you know, not shit different, but like, you get more answers of like, these are like government secrets, you know, and these are like the methods that are used. So who else would know that better than the person that it's being used on? You know, but here, I even have pictures, and I could even show in person. This technology is being used on the President of the United States, Joe Biden. It sounds fucking nuts, but the aliens use the Earth as an experiment. And when I say like this technology is in food, water, clothes, items, in your TV, it's in your phone. These are alien metals, and you have to understand, if you do your research on alien metals, they're not normal metals. Like, you can crumple them up and they'll go right back to form. They dissolve. They're nothing like anything here on Earth, the alien technology or anything. That's why it's alien. That's why it's the most biggest secret. Let's see. Talk about here in the house. So I have United Healthcare Community Plan, and I called to report medical fraud and to report my parents. My parents have guardianship over me. You know, and like, they tell me this. They tell me here. I'll just use this as an example. Here's my knees, all like, they look all black and blue, all red, like burned, like, and I'm in pain every day. Like, this is how I operate, like this every day, and it's nearly impossible, right? And it's like the shit that this secret society gets off on, like for if you only knew, man, not anyone watching this who does not help them, you wouldn't be able to last a day in my shoes. You know, and that fucking pissed me off. And you sit there all nice and you know, peaceful, quiet, comfortable on your fucking high horse, you know, and I'm sitting here being fucking tortured, and that's the shit you get off on, man. It's like kings and queens, right? You see them sitting out in the stands watching like the gladiators, right? How about you getting there? No, right? Couldn't last. Same shit, anyway. So, alright, here's the technology. Here, if you're watching, Kevin Ryan even sent this to you. Yeah, here's it on you. There's this is Facebook, Chris McFarlane. And I know you're probably looking at this saying, what the hell am I looking at? This is alien technology through light that gets exposed. You know that reflection on you, the shine when the light hits your skin and stuff. That's the technology. You'll see it everywhere. I don't know if you can see this table, but anywhere that it hits a reflection, that's the alien metals. Okay, so anyway, when you expose that through exposure, contrast, saturation, and sharpness, and it has to be kept repetitively being done, you start to form, and where this technology is, forms a computer. So anyway, there's Kevin, Chris McFarlane, TJ and Linda, Amy Dombrowski, my family, my dog. So it was Donald Trump. I mean, the aliens used the Earth. It's in McDonald's. It's in the box of Marlboro. It's in the cigarette. Rita's Water Ice. Here, there's Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, George Bush, Kevin Hart. It's in medication. It's got a big X on it. And if you ever seen in lights, like if, for example, like stadium lights, you'll see the big X at night on every one. It's light technology. That's what this is, right? Big X on my forehead, big X on the foreheads, big X on the foreheads. Right, but it's more connected than that. So I understand that might not be the most understandable, but I'll talk about living here with my parents. Right, I think I have over like 5 police reports I've made on them, and the police won't release the reports, and that's how my parents got the guardianship one of the ways. But trying to report them. So if you're watching this, report this technology. It's being used on you. Okay, you'd probably be entitled to a huge class action lawsuit, even if you took part in this, because you don't know how strong this technology is. Okay, get you to fucking conspiring against somebody. I've never done anything to anybody to have any problem with me. You take money, shit, it's peanuts compared to what you would get. This is how this shit works. It's like Nazi shit. It's like secret society shit. Right? And the people who don't know all this, you get the bare minimum. Okay, compared to, right? It's all, knowledge is power. The more knowledge you know, the more you're entitled to. So they give you the lowest knowledge, and here's something for you. So, I don't know. No, I was talking about still being here. Like my parents would be found guilty of torture, crimes against humanity, and this. See, they won't give me, like I said, they have guardianship over me, and it's like living in a concentration camp here. And for anybody who knows my parents, it would be like that. Like if you ever seen like a crime movie, or like a crime documentary, right? They interview like the neighbor, and they'd be like, I never would know that about them. That's my parents. Like if you heard some of these recordings, you're like, I've been assaulted by my mom, pushed me, she tries to break in my room. I got this recorded. I got it on video. My dad's assaulted me. And then they manipulate it back on me, right? My dad assaults me, and then I got recording my mom and dad saying, "We did that because we love you." These are the sick fucking answers I get, man. So if you watch this, report this shit, man, because my life is not safe here. You know, this is no this is no made up shit. This is something that you'd watch on TV. You know, and like I said, I've reported this, and nobody does anything. So help. You know. So if you're not a part of this and you help me and I can get a lawyer, I mean, you'd be set for the rest of your life. Couldn't be thankful. I mean, I would have a lawsuit that would be in over 6 years of this, and it would even date back to being experimented on my entire life. That's how fucked up this is. You know, and not just in like how this is being used on everybody else, like experimented on, like for real. You know, so if anybody helped me with that, I mean, I'd probably give you like 30% of the money that I would get. If it's money related, I mean, you should help me regardless, but I'm the most generous person in the world. You know, what's mine is yours. You know, not a single person has helped me. You know, I've been making these videos for like 6 years, and I was saying like I got almost 6 years worth of evidence. Um, when I say like what I could say, like and I'll use him for an example, Edward Snowden. So that's, yeah, Edward Snowden, of like what he came out saying. I mean, on a scale of like 1 to 100, compared to what I can show, say, support, evidence, it would be like a 2. That's how big. That's how big this is. Um, you know, so but it's like here, 6 years of being denied any sort of law, and this the thing is, nobody can address one law against me, because once one's addressed, or one crime committed against me, because once one is addressed, that gives me credibility, and others, it would be like a snowball of what else would come from that. So here, I can't even get. I get death threats online. I got the paper. I'm even gonna post that. I get someone broke into the house here, and you would think my parents, right? And I've had shit stolen. You would think my parents would report that, right? Nope. You know, I got the picture of the footstep on it. Doesn't match any shoe in here, and it's like 4 or 5 times bigger than any shoe size of me, my dad, my mom, or anybody who would come here. Right? And this just so happens to be when I'm missing stuff. Shit stolen from me. And if you see any of this shit that I'm talking about, this is the type of shit that happens to people. Um, I don't know, but I could talk about like the technology. Like here, I'm telling you, the technology is being used on you. It's in your kids, it's in your pets. Like you would think you would like ask a question. Like I found this out like about a year ago, and started posting about it probably a little less than a year ago. Nobody's asked a single question, right? And then if I say I'm conspiring, or nobody's even helped me here in 6 years, I'll go to a lawyer with it. I'll go there. So if I say I'm being conspired against, like there's the evidence, right? I even got my Facebook page printed out. Let's see what else. They do this to my head, so I can't think. Right? Like I said, I'm 6 years of knowledge, 6 years of. I could talk for days, and then when it comes time to relay important information to possibly who should be able to do something with that and help me. Um, they can like stop you from thinking. Right? And it's like I was saying in one of my other videos, this technology's less severe than you would initially think, but way more severe. Like you think like mind control and this like it's like a, it gives you a false sense of what it's really like. Now it's being used on you right now, right? And that's what I mean. You'd be like, what the fuck? No, it's not. Okay, and then I could show you which you typically when someone tells you something's like that's being used on you, you would want to know. No, nobody asked. Yeah, you just stop me again. See, and it's just not mind either. It's body. See, I'll post more pictures, and I hope the right pictures and the right shit's getting out there. But this shit's like in your skin, in your body, in your organs. Can stop your organs, can control your organs, and here I'm just gonna go right to the top. This is the sickest part. What we know as normal life and death is aliens ending your life, murdering you and this is the secret shit. This is, yeah, it's not coming out right.